The last couple weeks have been a whirlwind for those who are fans of the WWE. If you don't know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding what has happened to the winner of the 2024 Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes won the 2024 Rumble, and what that means is he has the ability to challenge any title holder he wants for the main event at WrestleMania in just a couple months. Now, he's had a story over the last 2 years where he wants to win the title that was taken away from his father years and years ago. Now, he almost won that title last year when he faced Roman Reigns after winning the 2023 Royal Rumble, facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but losing. In that year amount of time, he's been building, and they've been talking about finishing his story, winning that title, not just for him, but for his deceased father, Dusty Rhodes. Well, after winning the Rumble, we all thought he was going to pick Roman Reigns. Well, unfortunately, the WWE had some other plans as they signed Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to come in and possibly face Roman Reigns. Since that announcement last Friday, that The Rock would be facing Roman Reigns, there's a press conference coming this Thursday to kick off the WrestleMania kickoff event. The people have been freaking out, and hashtag We Want Cody has been going crazy across social media. At Raw, earlier this week, we saw fans holding up signs, "We want Cody, we want Cody," fans chanting, "We want Cody." But people are starting to think that maybe this is all a work by the WWE. Now, for days, you had people sitting there saying this isn't a work, this is a slap in the face to Cody. Cody handed over his match against Roman Reigns to The Rock, yet something just didn't seem right with Cody. And then this past Raw, he had a match against Shinsuke Nakamura, which honestly, those matches with Shinsuke are just terrible in my opinion. But that's besides the point. Now, John Roca posted from Wrestling Features. He retweeted at Wrestling Features, and he goes, "Dave Meltzer changing his reporting again on the Cody Rhodes situation. Since Friday night, he's changed his stance on this to cover every possible stance just so he can claim he was right. The latest is now that Cody Rhodes' storyline is 100% a work." Now, the problem with WWE is we're never going to know if it was a work or not, because they could easily shift the narrative and say, you know what, the fans don't like where we're going with this. We're going to shift the narrative. But what is that narrative? What can they do? Because we don't want Cody Rhodes facing Seth Rollins. It doesn't make sense. Seth Rollins has the heavyweight championship. It's a new title, barely a year old at this point, not even a year old at this point. And he's been doing great with the title. Seth Rollins is great, but the story for the last year hasn't led Cody to Seth Rollins. And not to mention that the last 3 matches against Seth, Cody has won. So it doesn't make any sense for him to go for that title. That's not the title that his dad almost held and won. So what we want is Cody versus Roman. But what is acceptable? Well, there's thought that the potential for the rework, because it would be a rework. I'm telling you right now, this is not what they wanted. They wanted a Rock versus Roman. But there's a potential that we will see a 3-way WrestleMania main event, Cody, Rock, Roman. And in my opinion, that is terrible. That is not the way they should take this story. That is not the way they should handle this. In my opinion, the best, if they have to, according to reports, The Rock signed a contract on January 3rd that he has to be in WrestleMania. Like, that was part of the contract that he signed, that he has to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. If he has to, you do that, but you still have Cody face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. There's no reason you can't have Roman wrestle 2 nights in a row. Unless his contract doesn't allow him to. I don't know what Roman Reigns' contract says. And there could always be some monetary, appeasement to that, I'm sure. But think about it. This story for Roman Reigns right now is Cody wants Roman to lose everything, the head of the table and the title. What better way than to lose everything at WrestleMania? To lose it all in that weekend. Night 1, Cody versus Roman Reigns. And he loses the title to Cody. Night 2, Roman versus The Rock. And The Rock beats him. And there's talk going around that Roman is 999 wins. That he's one win. When you take all his wins and put them together, he's one win away from 1,000. Imagine that his 1,000th win is elusive. He just can't get it. After all this time, after being the champ for almost 1,300 days, being this massive draw, he just can't get that 1,300th win. Or 1,000th win, I'm sorry. That 1,000th win. Imagine that. Like, how crazy of a story. You would kind of turn the tables a little bit. And I know he's only a part-timer, but you can make a cool little story. Maybe a 3 to 6 month long story with Roman Reigns where he's lost everything and he's trying to work his way back. And he's working, not only trying to work his way back, but not just being the head of the table, but also getting that 1,000th win. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think what would be really cool with that, because Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, Roman has never beaten Seth Rollins. And recently he's been calling him out. Why not have Seth lose the title, and maybe in 4 or 5 months when Seth, takes a break for a little bit, they have a match. And that could be interesting. That could be a fun little tidbit, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's a work? Do you think this is really what they're going to do? Do you think they're going to go a 3-way at WrestleMania? I think the last time was 10 years ago that they did that. I don't think that's the way they should go. I get the idea. It's The Rock. He was huge 90s, early 2000s. I've never been a big Rock wrestling fan, but I understand the draw. But his time has come. It was bad timing. I know that people want to see Rock versus Roman. This isn't the time for it. It's just not. They had an opportunity for the last 2 or 3 years to do it. They've not done it. This was bad timing to do it now. I mean, granted, all that's going on has taken everybody's eyes off of the Vince McMahon stuff. That's great. But honestly, sitting here, I don't like what they're doing right now. And we'll never know if it was a work from the beginning or if it's something that they had to adjust and restructure and go in a different direction because of the fan outcry. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. I am working my way to 500 subscribers. I want to get there before the end of winter. So middle of March, I want to have 500 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button. Share this around to your friends. I will be talking wrestling here and there. This is a channel where I just talk about what's on my mind here and there. It could be wrestling, pop culture of all sorts. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. And with all that, I'll catch you all later.